Our next guest is an actress and creator of the very popular blog and one of my favorites, Real Girls Kitchen. And today she is here in our kitchen preparing a dish that packs the perfect pretzel crunch, and the kids are going to love it. Please welcome back our dear friend, Haylie Duff.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
Your virtual hug.
Big hug from far away.
It's so good to see
I'm sad you're not here cooking with me.
I know, but listen, now you have the kitchen to yourself. You got a lot of things there in front of you, so you might need the room.
Yes. Well, I've gotten very used to having everything to myself these days, being at home this much. I'm going to share with you one of my kids' and actually my husband's favorite chicken recipes. We discovered this being home so much and cooking a lot and running out of ideas of things to make. So the thing I really love about this is everything is in your pantry.
That's right.
I hate having to go to the grocery store for one thing. That drives me nuts.
Right. And you know what? We've all had to improvise these days because, you know, a lot of stuff wasn't in the markets for a little while.
True.
So you just, whatever you had, you just kind of put together.
Yes.
Whatever's in your pantry. Okay, so what
So the first thing we're gonna do, this is a pecan and pretzel crusted chicken. So you're gonna put your pretzels into the food processor here.
You know what? I don't think I've ever heard of a pecan and pretzel crusted chicken.
Well, now you have, girl, now you have.
Like
I'm always very nervous to use other people's food processors, just FYI.
They can be sometimes tricky. There you go.
Okay, so we're gonna chop them. They're gonna become a little more like that.
So this basically,
They become very fine.
it kind of replaces the breadcrumbs.
That's exactly right. And you can make this gluten-free. You can use a gluten-free pretzel, some almond flour, things like that. But we're going full shebang today.
Let's do it.
So you put your pretzels in there. I'm going to use this and just mix them up a little.
Interesting with
I
the
didn't make them
pecans.
quite small enough because I was worried about the sound here, but
That's okay.
the pecans give it like a nice crunch that's a little softer than the pretzel, so it's a really great mouthfeel.
And also elevates it a little bit. Like the
Feels very fancy.
the
like
layer
my
of
pecan
flavors.
chicken. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our chicken, and my tip for dredging chicken is flour first. So you put it in
why
the
is
flour. Because the flour is gonna stick to the wet chicken and it's gonna help the egg adhere better to it.
Okay.
But then you want your egg on your next piece because then you're gonna go into your pretzel and pecan mixture, so it'll stick better to the egg than it would flour.
Love it.
And then you just roll that bad boy in there like that.
Oh my
It like
goodness,
couldn't
looks
be any
amazing.
easier. It has great flavor. Your flour is seasoned, by the way, with salt and pepper. And you
Okay.
also can add cayenne, you can add chili powder, you can spice it up if you want.
Paprika.
You can add paprika. I love doing a little paprika on the top of these.
Oh, instead of in the flour, nice.
Yes. And then also, because mo butter is better,
Always.
we're gonna go like this.
Couldn't agree more.
We're gonna add a little slab on top.
Oh, there
Okay,
you go.
it's naughty. I know it's naughty.
That just made my mouth water. Oh my gosh, I have it right here in front of me. I've been watching you the whole time.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm
there you go,
thinking,
girl.
when can I eat this? Well, right
By
now.
the way, that is also a homemade honey mustard. That is so good, and you have all these things in your pantry already.
Do I see some sort of syrup on top of here?
Oh, yes, we're getting to that part. So we're gonna put this in 350. They're gonna cook about 20 minutes, and we're gonna take these gorgeous ones out. So here is the glaze you saw on the top. It's very simple, it's a little honey. So you have these great mixes of flavors. You have sweet, you have salty. If you add some cayenne, you got a little kick to it.
You have a perfect crunch perfection.
Isn't it great?
It really, you're not missing the breadcrumbs at all.
No,
This is
not at all. It's
phenomenal.
awesome. And then this just really kind of goes like right across the top of each one, like this.
It's like a little party in your mouth.
It really
Literally.
is.
It's
You know,
like
this
chicken
is
and
great.
waffles.
Oh, well, give me a waffle anytime, please.
Oh my God.
This is also great to chop into little pieces. Like if you put your chicken into bite-sized cubes, you can put it on a toothpick, and it's a great appetizer as well.
You could also put it on top of a salad.
You could put it on top of a salad. You could put it on a Hawaiian bun, make a little sandwich.
Listen, you got very creative during this time. We've
I
all been
did.
spending a lot of time at home. And
Yes.
if you are not following Haylie on her social media, you are missing out. You have to follow her. I had such a great time watching your entire beautiful family.
We got real crazy during quarantine,
Oh, it
I
was
think.
so
We were,
fun.
you know what it is? I was just embracing like cooking all the time and doing little projects around the house and getting my kids involved in it. So, you know, you don't get to do that in normal life. It was kind of like a nice, very extended vacation.
But there was something very beautiful about this time, you know, and I
Yes.
think everyone can agree that, you know, we're coming away from it and getting on the other end of it with a different understanding and appreciation
For each other.
for each other.
For our families, for each other, for for like our health, you know, so many things.
And how great you got to meet all your neighbors.
I did get to meet all my neighbors. We would talk to each other through the fence. We were like, who was the guy on Home Improvement?
That you never saw. You just
Never saw. That was me with most of my neighbors.
I know. It was a
Yeah.
really wonderful time. Well, I'm glad to have you back here
Thank
in the
you.
kitchen. These are absolutely delicious.
Awesome. I'm going to take a bite too.
You should definitely try these.
I'm going to get in here. Oh, so this honey mustard is not to be missed.
Oh,
Don't skip on the honey mustard. It is truly the greatest.
wow. This is a showstopper.
Turned
Just
out
like
really
you.
good.
I love you, honey.
I know,
Welcome
so happy
back.
to see you.
So good to see you. And of course, you guys can find this amazing recipe on hallmarkchannel.com and check out more from Haylie at realgirlskitchen.com and all of her social media. You won't be sorry.